There's a famous copy-paste from Nichan that's still passed around today. It's known as "I'm here." It goes as follows. On July 10, 2006, someone posted a reply on Nichan asking which TV channel shows the best footage. The thread seemingly ended there, with no other context as to what they were talking about. But then, 2.5 years later, on December 7, 2008, someone replied with, "Why did this thread die so suddenly?" It was followed by the reply, "I'm here." This alone might not seem strange, until you take a look at the times the replies were posted. The last reply was made in 2006. After that, the thread was apparently abandoned. Then, 2.5 years later, someone replied wondering why it was so dead. The time they posted this was 10:01 and 19 seconds. Then, only 31 seconds later, someone with a different user ID replied with, "I'm here." Was someone lurking in a thread that had been abandoned for more than 2 years? To reply within such a short time frame would have meant constantly refreshing the page, waiting for someone, anyone, to reply. For 2.5 years. What made this even creepier was the fact the first person, reply 31, posted their message with "Sage" in their username. When you post on the Nichan forums, this will automatically move the thread up to the top of the board, alerting people that there's been a reply. However, if you include the word "sage," meaning to lower or put something down, then the thread isn't bumped to the top. It stays down at the bottom. If this person hadn't replied with "sage" included in their username, then the thread would have naturally been bumped to the top of the pages, and it wouldn't be so strange for someone to notice the reply. But for someone to notice it in only 30 seconds, with no way to alert them that there had been a reply, well, scary to think about, right? So how did they reply so quickly? One theory is that the same person posted both replies. Users are assigned a random ID number when they post, and these days it's quite easy to change that ID with smartphones. However, when the replies were posted in 2008, it wasn't quite so easy to change, and the 0 at the end of the IDs meant that the replies came from a computer, not a phone. Changing the ID could have been done, but it would have involved changing the person's IP address. Of course, this can be done fairly easily by resetting your modem, so it's possible that one person could have posted both replies if they were quick and prepared. But it's unlikely. Another theory is that it was a mere coincidence. Against all the odds, 2 people just happened to be in the thread at the same time. Again, not impossible, but unlikely. The most likely theory is that the entire thing was one big fake. Savvy Nichan users scoured the forums looking for evidence that the thread even existed. Only those 3 replies were ever copied and shared, so how could anyone tell if the thread was even real or not? It's not hard to fake some random numbers for an ID, nor to post something in the common Nichan format. It turned out that the autofill for the usernames came from the martial arts board on Nichan. If this copy-paste was real, then it had to have come from there. Yet searching through the dates listed in the replies, and even the unique user IDs found nothing. The post, apparently, never existed. It's possible that it was deleted or hidden somewhere deep in the bowels of Nichan, but it's also just as likely that the copy-paste was, in fact, made up. And there never was a person lurking in a random thread for 2 years, waiting for someone, anyone, that they could reply to.